This is Denny with NTD Racing at the Houston, Texas Truck Show.
What's going on, guys? I'm sure you're used to seeing Dave's pretty face, but you're stuck with us today. So we're here with Pivot, and they're one of our sponsors for our iPad mounts and everything we use in the truck. So,
Yeah, Mike Schulte here. I'm the managing director at Pivot, and we're just really excited to be here at this show, learning about a new industry that we're trying to enter into. And I can tell you that being here with NTD and all their cool toys has really helped us bring people into the booth and interact with them. So, so it's been a really cool day.
Once you, how did Pivot start? Like, what is your guys' main business?
Well, primarily we're an aviation company. I was an Air Force pilot, and then I was a commercial pilot for Southwest Airlines. And in the airlines, everyone uses iPads for their what's called an electronic flight bag. And so I developed a product that became really popular in the airlines. And without going into the details, we have 350 airlines around the world that are using these products. But the reason why we're here today actually is because what we know from the airlines is that the kind of uses and the kind of data access and things that are important to pilots are just as important to people out on the roads doing this trucking. In fact, it's almost more important because they're operating in 2 dimensions instead of 1 or 3. I mean, so it's really been cool to kind of explain to some of these folks what we do and the function that our products offer, and the interest level has been super strong. So we're really encouraged by that.
Yeah, and we've used these cases for literally thousands of miles. And as Dave always says, we've broken everything on our trucks, on the motorcycles. We've never broken a Pivot case. So,
yeah, I had some crazy clips on the dirt bike, and I was running through trees, doing wheelies.
Yeah.
5th gear tapped out, and it just holds on. It acts as a second GoPro at that point. Yeah. The reason we love these is in the truck, we have multiple race trucks, so we're always swapping around different devices. There we go. So look at this. You get an iPad, slaps right into place. I mean, obviously, you may not have an iPad on a dirt bike, but for your phone and everything else, so I can take this, put it on my dirt bike, and then I go to my side-by-side, my 18-wheeler, my aircraft, whatever I want, and I have the safe mount everywhere I go. So if you look at the truck, so the driver, we typically have a smaller case right here in a dark background, so for visibility reasons, you'll want something bright in your face, and a smaller device. We have our Surface Pro right here, so typically the navigator is usually pretty savvy with tuning and stuff on the vehicle, so we can do tunes on the fly.
Probably one of the most important parts of this whole thing is that it's kind of have it your way. So whatever device it is that you want to use, or whatever device comes out next and that you upgrade to, you don't have to go back out to your vehicle, or in this case, fleet of trucks or fleet of airplanes, you don't have to go back out there and change what's in the airplanes.
Exactly.
From an enterprise perspective, that's probably one of the most important things.
Exactly. And I see this thing in for maintenance cases, maybe the Amazon warehouse or some warehouse guys. So show them this. If your guys are always dropping their iPhones, you can mount it right here, easily unclipped. If they hit a shelf or whatever, they're not going to lose their device and break it. So your company's not having to constantly replace devices when they drop and crack the screens. And you guys start to do screen protectors too with your devices, right?
Yeah, that's correct. We're going to, so we have, usually we have a folio cover or something that will protect it while it's in transit, in your backpack, in a case or something. But then we also do have ballistic glass options. We have all kinds of just plain old screen protection for anti-glare and other things like that. So just lots of different accessories that kind of support the main product, which is our cases.
Let's look at that Molly mount too. I'm a big fan of that, so I'm sure some of the tactical guys would love that. So this mounts to any Molly system.
Yeah, so this is a new product that has a couple bayonets like that, and you would simply just line it up to the 2 Molly loops in a row, press fit it down, and then it actually is on a tether, so that if it did come disengaged while you're out running around,
You can't, well, is it?
prevent it from dropping entirely. Consider a constant chain of custody. So everywhere that you go, if it's not connected to you personally, then it should be connected to a mount. And the amount of time that it's not connected to something is as minimum as possible, so that you can really prevent things from hitting the ground as opposed to protecting it, which the cases do a really good job of protecting it.
Exactly. And then when you get a new device, I mean, it's universal. So, you know, if you go get, you're going to use the same mount forever. So iPhone 20, we're going to be using the same pivot mount.
That's right.
So look at the shelf here. We have a bunch of cool stuff. Suction cup mounts. Pretty much every combination, like say if you're in like a side-by-side, you want something solid like what we use in the truck, where's those drilled mounts at? These right here. Yeah.
So these are components made by a company called RAM, which a lot of people are going to have already installed in their vehicles or their trucks. So we can adapt to that using an arm, and a 1-inch fall converging. Yeah.
Oh, that is cool.
Something like this is about $25, and if you already have an investment in RAM mounts, you don't have to worry about getting rid of it all. You just adapt to it.
That is awesome. That is awesome. I didn't know that.
Very affordable way to access our position.
Oh, that is cool. All right, so we have different.
Suction cups we actually have a suction cup that we do recommend that is probably always better than the RAM suction cup. And it's really inexpensive and lasts a long time. So I highly recommend that. One of the things that goes with the suction cup, with one of these adhesive discs. So if you're trying to use a suction cup in a vehicle that has like a textured dash or something other than perfectly smooth or glass, then what you could do is put this down and then attach the suction cup to this. So it's a really good way to like carve out a spot that might not be perfect on a workbench, for instance.
Oh, that's a great idea.
On a side of a dual chassis.
Oh, that's awesome.
So then if you're in part of a workshop or like part of a group of employees that are doing maintenance, from a leadership standpoint, you could actually choose where to put these things so that you encourage folks you can actually in a common area that optimizes their work.
Oh, that is awesome. So, like, if somebody has like a maybe like a storefront and they have a iPad, they do like checkouts and stuff, like a barbershop or something, they can stick that wherever they want, right? So,
Right.
if they're running up in the front or a booth like this or whatever, so they
You don't have to drill holes and anything. And it's a high bonding adhesive, but it actually cleans up really well if you take it off.
Oh, that's awesome. Do you have anything that like mounts to a table side, like a clamp style?
Sure.
Like maybe this right here.
Yeah, so we have might be hard to see in here, but we have a couple different sizes of claw mounts, which are really kind of optimized for railings, and tubular holds. But they are really nice and adjustable. They'll hold on to a tabletop, 1 inch, 2 inch thick. The show is not all inclusive. Our website has
A lot.
much bigger array of accessories that you can kind of mix and match to get the mounting plate to terminate where you need to view your taps. Yeah, we could do a little demonstration here.
Let's do it.
And kind of this is our little wheel of fun, and really what it does is it helps us illustrate some of the different mounts and the interoperability from form factors. So we got all these different device types that people are using. This is a case for a Samsung A8. This is an iPhone case. This is a case that is for an iPad Air 6. And really, what you can see is that you can interact with all these different cases using the same. So it's all about just putting the accessories where you need them. And then whenever you get to that phase of your day or your workflow, you can connect into it and go hands-free and really connect with the data that you need to get your job done.
Exactly. And they're really affordable. The mounts are not bad at all. This is my favorite device by Pivot. This is very Very cool. Check this out. This is amazing.
A new product that we're in production now. This is kind of a new entrance into our product line. And what it is a Bluetooth keyboard that is shaped and formatted to fit into the case.
Okay.
Okay, so the keyboard connects to a shell that you would put your iPad in. So, and the reason why we do that is because we have a lot of end users that are doing a lot of data entry and they don't want to interact with the screen all the time. So it's fine for that. But we also need the tablet mode. So what we would do, workstation, you pull up a procedure for an oil change or whatever it is that you're doing. So you use that tablet. And in aviation, there's a lot of folks that are using electronic logbooks. So they would do the maintenance work, and then they have to do the write-up that's associated with the work. So now they have a very easy way to type in what just happened, upload it to their server, and move on. So you have an iPad that essentially becomes a laptop, but it has a tablet mode and a data entry mode.
That is amazing. And then
you get to leverage all the accessories out there. So if you're in a high wind environment or there's jet wash and things out on the fly line, this will prevent it from being blown off or taking up space on a workbench that's already crowded. And sometimes when you're out on the fly line or wherever, this is not how you would typically use this. But if you have this accessory for your belt, you could go hands-free very quickly and not worry about
dropping it.
dropping
So you have $1,000 iPad Pro or whatever, you don't want to drop it and break it. So you said that's in production?
Yeah.
So when do you think you'll see these out?
These accessories are going to be probably the end of August that we'll start making them available. And there's going to be a whole variety of them. Obviously, the Molly strategy is a big one because everybody has a backpack that's got Molly loops on it.
Oh, yeah.
And so this is really going to be popular. Developed, and then we have some others for vests. If you're using a high visibility vest in your workflow,
Oh, yeah.
we're going to have connectivity to that. So it's but we're going to have about 5 or 6 new accessories for wearable, which I think is really helping us close the loop on device security.
I really appreciate it. This has been a fun event. This is great.
Listen, having you all here, this vehicle, that motorcycle has drawn in so many people that we wouldn't have gotten to speak to. And the NTD team is so great. It just really is, makes us happy that we can be associated with you.
Hey, same thing for you guys. We love these mounts. They save our butts in the desert. So we got something we can trust out there. So the real question is, are you going to go out in the desert with us and do some racing?
Yeah, we're going to go. We're definitely going to go. Industrial Power, I've already talked to him. Brian, he's coming. We're going to go out to Reno, and we're gonna watch some of that hard work you guys are, and we'll chip in. Obviously, we're gonna. We'll whatever job you give me, I'll do it.
You hear that, Dave? We got it. I want to see you drive the truck, though. You want to drive it?
Oh, heck yeah.
That would be cool. That'd be cool. We should do a sponsored event or a sponsored driver event where all the sponsors drive the trucks. Come on, Dave.
Yeah.
I just thought about on the flight.
Smart.
So get all the sponsors, let them drive the truck, let them see, what we're doing with this stuff. And, then they can take it back to your company and be like, you might have more ideas on how to innovate more and, and what we're doing with it.
Love it.
Love it. It was awesome.
All right, man.
Appreciate it.
Hey, thanks. That was great.
Awesome.